Alright, good morning. So this is update number 3. I did my third injection on Wednesday. And this is just about 48 hours later. Again, pardon my teeth, but we did nails with my neighbor and my nose healed up. I could actually do full coverage this time. I didn't do lipstick. Alright, that's the only thing I didn't do. I got dressed. My neighbor gave me some new accessories that went with my brand new shoes I waited to come from China. They're like Lolita pink platform pumps with bows and everything. I'm gonna show you. So there we are. Oh yeah, look at them glorious platform pumps, and they go with the whole outfit, combining the punk goth Lolita kawaii and anime and doll type styles. I tried on all 8 of the wigs tonight, and the dresses and everything, So first time I tell you, I'm shaved, dressed, got almost all the makeup on, and I'm looking good. Pink nose ring, pink eyeshadow, pink nails, pink bracelet, pink lips, well, purple. Oh, and I accessorized with the punk look, with the punk rock and roll look, with the handcuffs on the belt. Right. Had to get that punk look in there somewhere. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this down. Just wanted y'all to see my stuff and stand in front of my twinkly lights while I look just so happy because I feel happy. Alright, so anyways, update. I did all my measurements. The only one that changed significantly enough to be positive that was change and not like breathing or posture or squeezing tighter or looser was my bust. So I'm calling it a 1/2 inch, but with the bra on, chest fully expanded, and it just being held loose enough to not to fall off my nipples. It looked like I got a whole inch. Now, I don't know if I did everything right last week, so it only being the second measurement, I'm calling it a definite. It did grow some, but like the decimal places on a calculator when you're doing trigger chemistry or whatever, there's a factor of uncertainty in the number, just like the last decimal place when you do a math equation. I'm not as euphoric. I did sleep about 12 to 16 hours again after my shot. I did wake up, eat, hang out for a couple hours, and then slept again until I woke up and ended up having to do my first gender dysmorphia session on the phone because I woke up 10 minutes before my appointment. I did manage to reschedule all my appointments. Next week on Monday, I have the phone telehealth thing with the endo at the dreaded VA. And I have my first in-person meeting with the vocal coach that works with male to female transgender vets. So my voice should start sounding better. I haven't fixed my teeth yet because old dude at the county didn't put the forms in the mail, and I thought with COVID, and he's an old vet, Vietnam vet and everything. It's definitely been 2 weeks since I talked to him, so today, on Friday, when it opens up, I'm gonna call him and be like, yo, buddy, you were supposed to put these in the mail for me a week and a half ago. So I can get my teeth fixed. And here sometime in the next month or 2, I'm gonna turn on my video on YouTube, and y'all are gonna be like, oh, look at that pretty smile. Alright, but it's coming. Just like the vocal training's coming, I'm gonna start to sound a little bit different. I definitely feel a lot different. My brain's different. I went down to hang out with my neighbor tonight for 10 minutes, show her my shoes, and get my sodas that I gave her money for because she was going to the store. And over 7 hours later, somebody else came over and said, "Oh, how long y'all been hanging out doing blah, blah, blah?" And I looked at my phone and was like, "Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I gotta go home." I was like, "It's been nice." Give her a hug and a kiss on her cheek. Say, "I love you. I love you so much." Oh my God. Of all the things that she's done or given me or anything else, the little bracelet that just happened to perfectly match the shade of my shoes and the old big pink purse she gave me. I got a pile of brand new purses people have given me in my closet. And I love the old beat up big pink purse that just makes me feel happy with my shoes and my hair and all my pink stuff that I'm liking and purple and whatever, you know. Um, so, I don't feel quite as euphoric, although after talking for 7 hours with my neighbor and an hour with the therapist before that on the phone and not taking a breath or even being cognizant that more than 2 hours had passed, I'm definitely still chatty, still making up for 50 years of stoic, "Oh, that's cool, dude," kind of emoting, because apparently I have a lot to say. But I don't feel near as euphoric. Still, again, the emotional and physiological changes seem to be permanent that have happened already. Again, I tried having a beer with my neighbor the other night, and I sipped on it while she was here, but from the moment I opened it and put it to my nose and taste buds and everything were like, "Oh, I don't want this." So I drank it. Then I went the next day to the store for my other neighbor, who's older and has a bad back, no car. Got her beer and didn't even get no booze while I was in the store. It was just like, I just don't feel like it. I went from drinking coffee all day long to this morning I had a cup and a half. There's still coffee in the pot. And I'm not craving it. I'm not needing it. I didn't even need it this morning to be happy. I just felt like having a cup of coffee because I knew I had to talk to a therapist for an hour. And was like, well, let me just have a jolt of caffeine. But I'm not craving it. Again, I am so relieved and some of this is I'm just so happy and excited because I still don't have any anxiety. I've gotten mad, processed my anger and irritation like a normal person, and took a deep breath and it was gone. Not cycling and just getting bigger for days at a time, having to self-medicate or find the balance between booze, coffee, and cannabis to make it where it wasn't exhausting to not show it to anybody, to make it hide and smile and act like I was okay. All of those cravings and desires have went away for the first time in 10 years, and they're still gone 2.5 weeks later. I'm kind of like half sitting on pins and needles, thinking that, I'm just waiting for the air foot to drop, and the moment like everything normalizes a little bit and the dopamine stops pumping, and I'm not so happy that the anxiety is going to come back. And I'm sure it will, because my brain is organically screwed after 33 straight months boots on ground. It's broken. But I'm actually just so genuinely relieved and at peace and happy. And the more I take the hormones, even though I'm finally not showing y'all the unshaved, no makeup, not dressed up, no hair on look anymore. The weird thing is that for the first time since New Year's, when I started presenting as a woman continuously and saying even to myself out loud, I am a girl, I don't need to do anything to feel feminine. The hormones and everything combined, just I wake up and it's been 24 hours since I shaved and I got my do-rag on my head or not, and I just got my buzz down hair and not looking particularly feminine, and I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, I feel like a girl. And I'm amazed because I don't look like it or sound like it when I wake up like that. And so if I'm sitting up here and don't have no company, like my nose was been healing the last 14 days, and it finally is good enough. I think I'm safe. Don't feel irritated, but we'll find out once I take my prep and go to sleep and wake up if it still wasn't healed enough and my inside of my nose is swelled up and red and stuff. But I took a chance tonight because I wanted to show you all the makeup. Let's see what else. The Minneapolis VA, I don't know what anybody else's experience was, but after 10 years of presenting as a man, presenting as a woman, everyone has been nice to me. It was like I woke up in some parallel universe, like this is how I should have been treated to start with. But going out there presenting as a woman, everybody, and I don't know how much that's me. Like, I'm so much happier and not boiling with rage and anxiety and the adrenaline smell coming off my pores that people instinctually know means like here somebody's like breaking down or wanting to choke something to death. So I don't know how much that is me. Probably a bunch of it. But I'm at peace like I haven't been since I was like 11 or 12 years old. And it's just beautiful. And everybody can see it, hear it. Even on the phone, with our first meeting, the therapist just kept going, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Oh my God, that's great. Like, I definitely should have done this a decade ago, but que sera, sera. We walk our paths, destiny, fate, whatever God has in store for us. Probably made me stronger or made me work harder to clear out other things that needed to be done first. But this is definitely the most natural change I have made since I started smoking cigarettes when I was 11. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm not destroyed by little things happening. There's no anxiety pumping through my system. I'm not nightmares. And, I had a funny, silly dream last night. I kept ending up in different situations, and people, like, they had a specific name for it, like something boobies, like that they were calling, like, my developing breasts, and they like laughing and looking, oh, you look girl, look, you got these kind of boobies. And I kept going through these dream sequences, and it was like happy and laughing and funny and cool, but I didn't wake up for it in a sweat, having night terrors and looking around to be like, where am I? Or who's fucking with me? Excuse my language, I may not cuss but once. Or waking up and not being able to go back to sleep for a day and a half because the nightmare gave me such bad anxiety. Or needing to medicate with cannabis and 3 pots of coffee before I could even speak to someone and pretend like I was calm and happy. It wasn't a disaster when I woke up late for my appointments. I just called everybody, said I need to move these 2 blood draws up till next week when I come in for my other thing on Monday. And I called the therapist and said, can we do telephone, even though I insisted we do in person? So anyways, that's a 15-minute, and I could keep talking, but I woke up at about 12 o'clock yesterday and processed the whole therapy thing for an hour conversation with the therapist, and talking to my girlfriend for 7 hours, and sitting here all night goofing on my shoes and my jewelry and how I feel. And I can take my prep in 45 minutes and lay down. And once I get all my blood work and tests done next week, I can start taking my testosterone blocker on the 1st, like I plan to do. But I promise to get the prostate cancer screening and colon cancer screening and all the blood tests and everything before I started taking the finasteride, which I guess is also a prostate medicine, so it doesn't shrink things up and mask the fact that I might have cancer or something until it's too late. Because I'm 51 years old, so got the Scout's honor or whatever that is, hand to God, swear on the Bible. I got my test done, and now I just gotta wait for results. Once I get the results, I can start taking that that I guess it's at 5 milligrams. And I feel like I woke up into a brand new life in 2021. And that's really cool. And if you've known me for a decade or longer, and you look at these videos, you're gonna know that this is not the face I've worn for decades. Like even before the PTSD, the face I wore through my 30s and from 27 till I was 40 or 39 or whatever age I was when I went to Iraq for 3 years. Life had just traumatized me and beat me up and gave me like, oh, here's your hope, you made it, and then yanked it out from under me to where I felt worse and worse every time I hit the valley, and I had to just take a breath and dust myself off and pick myself up and be like, I'm not gonna give up, like it's not gonna kill me, and climb back up that hill until it got yanked and fell down again into the valley. And the valleys got deeper and deeper and more exhausted trying to climb that hill and stand up, you know. And in the last 10 years, I've done a lot of healing and a lot of improvement, but I had no idea I was so depressed till I started taking these hormones. And the part I couldn't see because it was so unconsciously inculturated went away and was just like, here I am. Wow. Anyways, be beautiful, be well, love your babies and your families and your mamas and your daddies and your friends, and be good to each other. And remember, hate sucks. Being a bully sucks, even if you're justified and think you're right. You can still be angry and define boundaries and maybe even give people a piece of your mind without forgetting to have basic human dignity and compassion for your brothers and sisters that walk on two legs. Love y'all. I'll be back for an update next week.